Hey my loves, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you all how I made this beautiful low-cut hairstyle that I've been trending on TikTok for a while now. I know you clicked on this video to see the processes involved in achieving this style, so why don't we dive right into it. Of course, I'm going to be starting off this style on a clean hair, but guys, look at all that hair. See, this is kind of a disadvantage for this style because now we don't need a lot of hair, even though we're gonna be cornrowing it away, but a not too full hair would be a win for this style. But anyways, whether you have a full hair or not, as long as you put it into tiny cornrows, it wouldn't matter. So for the cornrow, I'm starting off like this. I parted out a horizontal line, yeah, then I started cornrowing. I'll cornrow all the way through, that is from ear to ear, and after I am done with this first one, I will repeat the process again. That is, I'll cornrow one more like this. You can do 3 if you want, but I think 2 is enough. Actually, 2 is enough. The reason I'm doing this horizontal cornrow is so that when I start crocheting the extension onto the hair, it will make more sense. I mean, you guys know there will be a lot of trimming that comes with this style, and I don't know, but you will figure out the reason later because I really cannot put it into words. So once I get to this stage, I will add the first one I cornrowed onto this second one that I'm currently cornrowing and then braid out together. Now that I'm done with these two, it's time for the vertical cornrow. For that, I'll part a straight line like this and I'll start cornrowing. Then I'll add the ends of the 2 that I braided earlier, if that makes sense. I'll just add the end from the first form. From the first one generally. And see, there's a trick here. I'm gonna be cornrowing all the way through to the back. Okay, I parted the line all the way through to the back and I'll cornrow following the line I parted. See, this is not a cornrow hairstyle tutorial, so in case you feel like it is not detailed enough, again, it is not a tutorial for cornrow. I am just explaining why I am cornrowing the way I am cornrowing instead of the typical regular cornrow that we all know about. Does that make any sense? So I am adding, like as I'm cornrowing each one, I will add the previous one to it and braid out together. As I cornrow each line, I will add the previous one to it just like this and braid out together. That is how I'll continue with this process until the very last one, which is this.
I got the feeling of breathing this morning. My body's opening up.
So by now I already have 2 ends that was braided out because I started cornrowing on the 2 sides, if that makes sense. So what I did with this last one was I added the end of this one I just cornrowed now to one of the end, and I am still left with 2 ends. So I'm just gonna sew it with a needle and thread onto this place. That is because there is a gap underneath there. You guys are seeing the gap there. We don't want no gap in this style. You guys see how this style is. It's gonna be as low as it can be. It's gonna be that low. So we don't want any heap of hair, considering she have, you know, a thick hair. You know, she have lots of hair. We don't want that at all. So this is why I said not so thick hair is at advantage with this style, okay? Because there won't be a lot of hair at the end trying to tuck it out, trying to hide it out, if you guys get what I mean. So I am sewing that under there so that place can be filled up, or also so we can hide the end because we don't want any hip anywhere. So yeah, that is technically it. So as soon as I am done with that, this is the crochet extension I'll be using for this style. It's a kinky hair by Rosemary. You can use kinky hair from any brand of your choice, but I prefer this brand because it's softer and it gives me what I want. I decided to go with this color because why not? Why not? You can use any color of your choice. So you guys saw me cutting the extension. You saw me cutting the end out. That is, yeah. So I'm just gonna start crocheting it onto her hair. For this, you're gonna be picking your extension small, like few like small strands. If that, I don't know how the best words to use to describe how small the strands could be, but you definitely will want to be crocheting small strands onto the hair, not chunky strands. Oh, please avoid chunky strand. Use small strand. There's a reason for me telling you this. See, even the strand, the quantity of strand that I'm crocheting now is kind of bigger than what I would recommend. I later realized that and I reduced the quantity. So that is why I'm emphasizing on small strand. You're just gonna be crocheting it small, and this part takes a long time. It's not like normal crocheting, like when you're crocheting extension onto the hair and you don't care, because I mean the middle might not be showing, underneath the hair might not show, you know, that kind of thing. This one you're gonna be following through every line on the way. That is because I am trying to avoid her scalp showing at all. You guys see how low this hairstyle can be after trimming it, so we don't want the scalp to show, and as a result I have to cover up every line on the way, every line. And again, or rather, this is the reason I decided to cornrow horizontally, so that when I am crocheting there will not be gap at all. Assuming I cornrowed all the way vertical, you know, without this horizontal cornrow that I did, there would be gap in between each cornrow, if that makes sense. Even though there is a way, there is a method for you to cover up that gap, I'd rather do this than go through that process. I believe that we all know the process or the method of crocheting any hair at all onto our hair. I just believe everyone knows about it, and I've done a couple of hairstyles patterning crochet methods, so I don't think there's any need for me to explain how to cornrow, like inserting needle and all that. Okay, so yeah,
I'm reaching out, reaching out.
So moving on to the back, instead of crocheting extra extensions to the hair, I decided to utilize the ones I already crocheted onto the hair, if that makes sense. See, I'm using the previous kinky from the previous crochet that I did, you know, just see what I'm doing. And that is because we don't want a lot of crochet on the hair, but we want to fill up every gap. Like, we want to fill up every gap, but we don't want a lot of kinky crochet on the hair, but then we still want to fill up every gap, and that is why I'm doing this. Over here, I forgot to show you all how I covered up that space in between the horizontal and vertical cornrow. What I did was I crochet, like I took the extension or the ends of the kinky extension and crocheted it, or rather crocheted it onto the vertical cornrow. I am sorry for this explanation, but I will attach a picture so I can show you guys what I mean. Okay, I forgot to film that stage. At that point, I forgot to turn on my camera. Anyways, we are almost done filling up the whole hair. Like, we are almost done. This took some time. I'm not gonna lie, this took time. Okay, it took time, and voila, we are done. Now it's time to trim the hair. But before that, we're gonna do this very important something. I'll be using this glue gum. I will apply it onto her hairline, just that place, the stage, the hairline where I feel like I want this hairstyle or this look cut to begin from. Okay, that's where I'm applying the gum, like any place at all on the front of the hair. You feel like this is where the low-cut hairstyle will begin from. Just apply your glue there, your glue gum to it, and blow dry it. Guys, I didn't have my blow dryer around me outside here, because I mean we are outside. I didn't have the blow dryer around me, so I decided to just use paper to fan it, to blow it. I mean, it did the same thing at the end of the day. So after that, I went ahead to cover up. Just watch what I'm doing here, okay? Just watch it.
My thoughts are racing, they're bouncing round in my head.
So now it's time to begin trimming. For that, I'm starting off at the back. See guys, when it gets to this stage, please be careful. Don't trim out a chunky part. Okay, just start off gradually. Start trimming small. Start trimming from the up, not all the way down. Like you could be building the stages of the trimming till you get to your desired length. Does that make any sense? Let me just keep calm so you guys can watch me do this process. So if you guys notice, for this style, the front parts are usually shorter than the rest, and that is what made it significantly beautiful. Okay, it made it exceptional. The front parts are usually shorter, so while trimming, you might want to go lower at the front part, but you have to be very careful. And voila, I am done, guys. See how beautiful and colorful this hairstyle turned out. Like, I was so proud of myself when I finished this style on my kids'. I mean, look at that. See how pretty this hairstyle is sitting on her head. It looks like her hair was cut or something like that. Everything is just giving. I wish I can get someone to make this style for me, because I can't try this out on myself. I can't. It's gonna take a long time. Okay, will you be trying out this style? And let me know the color you would want to use when you decide to try it out. Let me know the color. Is it gold? Is it black? Tell me. So we've come to the end of this video. If you watch to this point, kindly give me a thumbs up. Okay, subscribe if you haven't, share this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.